Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of our webinar series sponsored by the Rotary Club of Summer Capital and the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Capital, LU SAMSIS. Our speaker for today is probably known to many of you already, considering that she is always mentioned in the classroom by our handsome professor, Rotarac SLU SAMSIS advisor, and the past president of the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Capital, Sir Anton Baltasar. Our speaker is a former faculty of both St. Louis University (HTM) and the University of Baguio (IHTM). She is a Department of Tourism accredited tour guide since 2009 and was ranked top 1 by the DOT in the tour guiding accreditation in 2013. She is a successful and multi-awarded entrepreneur. In 2017, she was conferred the Outstanding Achievement Award for Entrepreneurship by the Philippine Top Choice Awards. She is a co-author of the book Local Guiding Services and is the founding president of the Place Tour Guide Incorporation. A resource speaker for many private and government organizations, she also maintains her YouTube vlog, Momshie Jhen. She is the creator and founder of Aphrodite Face and Nail Spa, as well as her new online business, Everything Baguio. In 2011, she created and still up to this date manages her own travel agency. A travel agency accredited by the Department of Tourism, accredited agent of Philippine Airlines, Cebu Pacific Air, AirAsia, and a member of prestigious national travel and tour organizations like NITAS and PTAA. Ladies and gentlemen, to speak about getting started with your own travel agency, the General Manager of Agaching Travel and Tours, the very beautiful, and as Sir Anton puts it, drop that gorgeous, Miss Jennifer Palaksa Baltasar.
Hi everyone, good morning to all of you. So I'm very happy to be a part of this webinar organized by Sir Anton for his classes. So thank you very much for having me. I'm always glad to educate students, especially the young minds like you are. So this is kind of new, right, to all of us, like talking to a computer instead of students. So thank you very much, Vanessa, for that lovely introduction. Ikaw ba gumawa nun? So before we start, I'd like to ask everyone to participate in this webinar, because I will, at the end of the webinar, I will be giving raffles and of course freebies to those who are participating and who are actively participating. So I will also be giving free books and free registration for our next webinars, which are organized by Agatiang Travel and Tours. So I hope that you guys can listen. You don't need to jot down notes. I just want all your attention to be on the screen, listen, and then comprehend, because I will be uploading this video on YouTube as well. So if you wanted to review the lecture, you can just go back to YouTube. All I want now is for you to listen and understand the travel agency business and how to start it, okay? Next reminder is, if you have questions, you can write down on the chat box or on the comment box below. So I will be very glad to answer them at the end of the session. Okay? Anyway, good morning, everyone. So I'd like to start our webinar officially. So my topic is, let me just share my screen. All right, so I have a question to all of you. Are you or your family doing traveling through DIY type of traveling, as you see on the left screen, or are you a type of traveler who wants a pre-arranged travel? Please write your answers below on the chat box. Ayan. Oh, wow. Okay, all right. So some of you are DIY travelers and some prefer to have a pre-arranged type of traveling, right? So those who answered that they are traveling via pre-arranged services, thank you very much, because you are giving business to travel agencies worldwide. Because of that type of preference, you are actually one of the most crucial element in a travel agency. So today, we will be discussing how to start up a travel agency and what are the elements that make a travel agency grow. All right, so are you ready? Are you ready? All right, so okay, there are two key elements in business startups. So very two. These are actually being taught in school. So I will be giving you two approach of presenting the elements in business startups. So the first approach is the formal approach. And later on, I will be giving you a practical approach. So the practical approach will be a combination of the theories learned in books and in school, and of course, my personal experience. Okay, so let's start with the two key elements. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question. What do you think are the two most important elements in business startups? Anyone? Tignan nga natin kung alam niyo. Money. Okay, money. Possible. Thank you, sir. What else? Give me two.
Location.
Huh? What's that? Okay.
Location.
Location. Okay. Actually, that's one of the elements, but not one of the two key elements. What else?
Plan po.
Parang may narinig ako ha. You unmute na lang your button ha if you wanted to answer. What was that? I heard it eh. It starts with letter P.
Plan po.
Very good, Jubel.
Plan.
Very good, Jubel. Yay! Palakpakan naman natin si Jubel. Ang galing-galing naman ni Jubel. Nag-aral. Okay, so the first element is, let's see, it's plan. Okay, in formal business approach, business plan is very crucial because without business plan, you don't have a direction. Your business will be kalat, sabog. How about the second one? Second most important element in business startup or in growing a business. Without this element, a business would not exist. Anyone?
Finance.
Finance. What else?
Capital.
Capital. Thank you. Kasama din yan sa element, but not the key one. What else? Resources. Thank you. Without this element, walang kwenta ang negosyo. Hindi magra-run ang negosyo.
Businessman.
Businessman. Okay, what else? Keep it coming.
Customer.
It start. I heard it. I heard it. Can you repeat it?
Customer.
Yay! Congratulations, William. Tama ba? Was it you, William?
Yes, ma'am.
Si William ba yung sumagot? Dahil dyan, may jacket ka sa akin. Okay, so thank you very much. The answer is... Paano ba to? Ayan. So the answer is clients or anong sinabi mo kanina, William? The customer. So there are two key elements in business startups. Number one is the business plan and the second one is the client. These are very important in order to start the business and to grow the business as well. So let's talk about the plan or the business plan. In coming up with a business plan, there are elements or sub-elements that we need to do or think about. Remember, these are theories or from the books. Kaya nga tawag ko dito is the formal approach because this is what you will be learning in business schools, in entrepreneurship, in books, and in school. So, executive summary is the first one. What is your business all about? What does your business offer? What are your products? What are your services? Okay, so that's the executive summary. The business plan is very important for two reasons. Number one is if you are getting an investor. So if you're getting an investor, it's important that your investors know the goal of your business, the mission, the vision, the direction, the financial planning, and all of that technical stuff. Second one is it's for you to visualize how your business will grow and also to have a confidence if your business is feasible. Okay, get it? So number one sub-element of business plan is executive summary. The second one is marketing strategy. So without marketing strategy, it's very hard to run a business because at this time of modernization, there's a lot of competitors out there. So your marketing strategy should be very, very effective in order for you to catch the attention of clients, especially if you are a startup business. Your vital strategy is your marketing. So it's very important to have a plan for this. The next one is financial planning. How will you raise your capitalization? You have to prepare like a balance sheet, projected expenditures, stuff like this. Nano-nosebleed na ba kayo? Okay pa naman? Okay? All right. So next one is the products and services. Kasama rin to sa business plan niyo. You have to list all the products and services that you are offering to your guests. Okay, the next one is the budget. How much, more or less, are you going to spend to start up the business? So basically, these are the important elements under the business plan. The second one is the client. Do you have questions so far? Okay pa tayo? Okay. All right. Client. Clients or the customers are actually the bloodline of any business. I repeat, the bloodline. Can you type it on the chat box, please? What is the bloodline of a business? Can you type it, please? So that I can see if you're still there. Okay, let me check your answers. Galing ah. I'm loving this webinar, ah. Clients. Very good, Princess, Stephanie, Seth. All right, very good, guys. Okay. So, customers are very important. They're the bloodline of a business. The customers are also referred as the niche. Who is your target market? Who is your niche? Niche meaning it is a specific or it's a group of people with the same preferences or they have the same interest. So, sino yung target mo sa negosyo mo? Alright, so these are the two important key elements in starting a business. This is the formal approach. Now, I would like to go to the practical approach. But don't worry, we will still be using the same words. But there is an acronym for it. Ayan, pinag-isipan ko to ng bonggang-bongga. Okay, so clients actually is an acronym for important elements. So C stands for, please write it down on the chat box. Okay, write it down, write it down, write it down. C stands for what? All right, very good, guys. So concept. So C stands for concept. I will be discussing it one by one. L stands for legalization, or you have to register your business. I stands for investment, the capital. E stands for equipment, the tools. N stands for niche. O, di ba? Binanggit ulit dito. Or their target market. T stands for type of business. And then, of course, important is are your services as well. So that stands for clients. Di ba? And the next element in our formal approach is plan. So it is also an acronym. So, yan. Plan stands for personnel, location, accreditation, and network. So, clients and plan. All right? So, let's proceed. I will be discussing each one of these elements in starting a travel agency business, the practical approach. This is a combination of the formal or theoretical approach and the practical approach, which is based on my experience. So, I'd like to discuss this the simplest way possible so that you will understand. Malay nyo, habang estudyante pa lang kayo, you can set up your own travel agency already. Okay? Baka mas magaling na kayo sa teacher nyo. Okay? So, sino sa inyo ang natapos ng travel agency management? Are you done with your travel agency management subjects? Not yet. All right. So, this is a good webinar for you, so you have a head start. Okay. So, first one is the concept. What is the big idea? Okay. So, what is your idea in mind? How do you see your travel agency? So, when you're starting a business, you have to think of the big picture. What is your big idea? How does your business stand out? Okay, so I will be giving you the categories of creating that big idea. Kailangan kasi meron kang konsepto so that you will stand out in business, especially if you're just starting. So first one is your name. What is your business name? So you need to come up with a name which is uncommon. And of course, based on statistics, business names with 2 to 3 syllables are actually very successful and easy to remember. Okay, so let me give you an example. Like what? McDonald's. What else? Jollibee. What are other brands do you think of that are actually very famous with 2 to 3 syllables? Ayan, let me check your answers. Gucci. Wow, Gucci talaga. Si Princess, mahilig sa Gucci. Nike, sa bagay, Nike. Adidas, Prada, Magnolia. Tama. Alright, ang galing nyo. Palakpakan nyo yung sarili nyo. Very, very good. I'm so happy. Okay, so that's a business name. What is your business name? In my travel agency, my business name is there, ACCREDITATION. ACCREDITATION. So that's 3 syllables. You don't need to consider na yung travel and tours. Basta yung brand name ko is ACCREDITATION. Alam na nila travel agency yan. There is a meaning for this name as well. For me, in my personal view kasi, a business name with a meaning will go a long way because it has an important mission. So let me share with you the reason behind ACCREDITATION. So ACCREDITATION is actually the name of my father, the Igorot name of my father. And normally kasi sa Cordillerans, they adopt their last name as their name. Or minsan nababaliktad din, yung last name nila nagiging pangalan na nila. So tumatatak na sa kanila. So this is the Igorot name or the native name of my father. First, I want my business to be unique. So basically, when you type ACCREDITATION, you will never see any kind of business or any other business with the name of ACCREDITATION. Try it, Google it, walang iba, ako lang talaga. That's why I own it. Ako lang nag-iisa, unique identity. Number 2 is that it represents our culture because I always wanted to carry with me my culture, which is the Cordillera and the Igorot culture. So there's a very deep meaning behind this name. Okay? And of course, the third one, it's the name of my father. Okay, so that's why it's important to me. All right. So later on, I will be giving you a workshop about names. Sige, let your brains work, ladies and gentlemen. Pop quiz number 1 or workshop number 1. Okay, here's the question. Okay, so if you are to give a name to your own travel agency, what would it be? Go now. I will be giving you 30 seconds only. Can you chat it on the chat box or the comment below so that I will see if you have applied our 2 important elements in choosing or selecting a name or a business name. Let me see the answers. Okay. Naughty. Sir Anton, you're so naughty talaga. Naughty TT. Ano? Naughty TNT? Okay. Triple V. Wow. Galco. Wanderer. I like that. Shaka or Chaka? Ano ibig sabihin ng Shaka? Patchy TNT. Bakit puro kayo T? Big travel and tours. What's this Luu? Luu? What does that mean? Flor Mata. Floraison or Floraison? Wow. Thank you very much. Bethy, Julian, Princess, and lahat ng mga sumagot. Thank you for that. Galing. Okay, so Sir Anton, jot down mo yung mga travel agency businesses nila. I think your subject is entrepreneurship. So it's very timely. It's important to know all of these. Ay, meron pang humabol. Shaka is a sign for Hawaiian people. Thumbs up. Tama ba? Okay. Orig. Itakun. What's itakun? Wah, marami. Paradise. Hagwon. Hey, I'd like to read all of that, but later, isa-isahin ko siya. Okay? Zara, may Zara pa. Pero Zara is already a famous brand eh. Baka you wanted to choose a different brand for your travel agency. Mahirap kasi kapag marami kang kapareho dahil hindi mo, si Zara ba na clothing line ito or si Zara na travel agency? Your guest might be confused. So it's always good to be unique, uncommon. Yan. Okay? So let's proceed. Thank you very much. That's our first pop quiz. Be actually quiz siya. Naano ko lang kayo. All right, the second one is USP. What does it mean by USP? Come on, write it on the chat box. What does it mean by USP? USP means, this is part of the concept. It's very important to know this one so that your business will stand out. Okay, so the USP stands for Unique Selling Proposition. Those, yung mga hindi nagbabasa, sorry, nandyan po sa harap ng screen ninyo. USP stands for Unique Selling Proposition. What is unique about your business? Your concept should be unique as well. Because with the age of modernization, digital world, it's very, very competitive. That's why you have to have a unique advantage. So what is the unique selling proposition of your business or your travel agency? You have to think of that. What makes it stand out? Okay, so for my travel agency, let me share with you, okay, this one. All right. Recently, we are famous for this one. Have you heard of the creative jeepney? Okay, we call it the SOLIGMAY. I don't want to be ordinary. I always want things, and I always want my work to be extraordinary. I always want it to stand out. Because at the end of the day, it's business, it's competition. So you have to be on the forefront of, and you have to be 2 steps ahead of everybody. Okay, so this is our most recent venture. Yan. Okay, the creative jeepney, or we call it the SOLIGMAY. See, SOLIGMAY alone has an important meaning. SOLIGMAY is my Igorot name. It's my great-grandmother's name as well. So, pinangalan niya sa akin kasi kamukha ko daw siya. Okay, next. Yan. So, we have some models here. Yung iba yata na estudyante din ni Sir Anton. Okay, this is very unique. What's the representation of this creative jeepney? Creative jeepney, we call it creative jeepney because, of course, obviously, it's very creative in a sense of art, and of course, the tour itself. The route of this tour covers the creative destinations of Baguio City, and at the same time in Cordillera region. Okay, so this is what we call SOLIGMAY. So, did it stand out as a part of service in our travel agency? Yes, indeed. But as a startup, of course, you cannot invest right away with this big amount of money unless you have a big capitalization and you have investors. It's okay to have these kinds of unique equipment or unique features of your travel agency. But as a startup, what intangible features do you have that can be unique to your travel agency? For our travel agency, here's another unique feature. Okay, we are actually a one-stop shop travel agency. A lot of travel agencies here in Baguio and Cordillera, it's either they are a local tour operator only, or they are a ticketing agent only, or they are a wholesaler only. In our travel agency, we are known as a one-stop shop travel and tours agency. That's why we were awarded for that. Because we don't only offer ticketing, van rental, we also operate our own local tours and Cordillera tours, and we also offer domestic tours, inbound, outbound, insurance. So all of that, you can avail from our travel agency, pati visa processing and passport processing as well. So that's what is unique with us. And of course, we are also unique in terms of local tours. Kami lang talagang very aggressive in packaging a local tour and making it unique and immersive and experiential to tourists. Okay, so think about it. What is the unique feature of your travel agency? This is actually leading to my next question. Right, pop quiz number 2, or workshop or activity number 2. If you have your own travel agency, what would be your USP? What do you think? Can you share it with me? I will be very, very happy to read your answers. Kahit words lang. You don't need to explain a whole paragraph, okay? Okay, I'll be waiting for your answers. I will repeat the question. If you have your own travel agency, what would be your USP or unique selling proposition? It can be tangible, it can be intangible, it could be a service, a product, it could be the brand that you would like to represent your travel agency. It could be pwedeng the name. Basta it's part of the concept. Hala, anong nangyayari? Na-drain na ang mga brains? Ayan, here's... Okay, quality service. Yes, tama. If you want your travel agency to stand out because you have quality services, then it could be a possible USP. Okay, so involve old locals, tell stories of myths about the place. You know, that's one of my goal in our cultural heritage tour actually. We give folk tales, legends about our, you know, mga ancestors, mga ganyan. So we give them stories while on tour, especially if there are dull moments, so that the clients will be entertained. At the same time, they will learn more about our traditions. All right. Thank you very much, Maria and Ronnie, for the answer. Okay, let's proceed with the next element. Okay, the next one is your mission vision. What is the mission vision of your business? Huh? Mission vision refers to, okay, let's start first with the mission. Magkaiba kasi yan eh. There is a difference between the mission and the vision. The mission refers to the objective of your business. What is the goal of your business? What's the objective? How do you plan to do your business? How do you plan to execute your business? So that's the mission. Anong gagawin mo sa negosyo mo? Ano yung i-offer mong mga produkto? What are your products and services? For the vision naman is your long-term plan. What do you see? What is the direction of your business? How do you see your business in the future? Okay, so that's the difference between the two. So that's the mission vision. May I share with you the mission vision of ACCREDITATION Travel and Tours? So our mission is to provide friendly, trusted, and exciting tour packages and travel services to our valued customers. Very simple. Wanted to let them experience a friendly, trusted, and exciting tour packages and travel services to our valued customers. So parang it's a summary of what you're offering and a summary of what you wanted to do, your objective. Next is your vision. So let me read to you our vision. To become a household name for tours in the Cordillera. And you know what? We are reaching that already because a lot of guests are giving us good feedback. By the way, we are 10 years. Magte 10 years na kami. So we have created a name of our own in this industry. Pero syempre, ngayong pandemic, medyo mahina. However, it has remained or it has become a household name for tours in the Cordillera. So we are very famous for our Mount Pulag, Sagada. Of course, our Baguio Creative Tour, Banawe, and other tours in the Cordillera like Mount Ulap as well. Okay, next vision is to be a responsible citizen in supporting both humanitarian values and ecological programs. Every year we have an outreach program for especially for children. My heart is very close to children, and I'm very sentimental when it comes to helping children. And sometimes my husband is surprised with minsan nasusobrahan ako sa pagtulong or pag-reach out in the sense that nauuna pa yon kaysa with my own family. But it's just a part of our vision kasi. The travel agency visualizes itself as a responsible and humanitarian enterprise. Okay? Next one is to have a harmonious and long-lasting relationship with our suppliers, customers, and other stakeholders. That has always been my goal. I want our business to be trusted. I want our business to have a clean and credible name. That when people hear about ACCREDITATION, ay, okay yan. Our clients, our stakeholders, our partners, what else? Our suppliers. I wanted to have an identity of a credible travel and tour agency. All right? So that is a mission and vision. So what is the mission and vision of your travel agency? Pag-isipan mo itong mga konseptong to. Next is your brand. I will be discussing more of these on my next webinars because brand alone is actually a very huge and diverse topic. So I will just give you a short, very short idea on how to brand your business. Yung concept kasi, when you're creating a concept, you have to think of the branding of your business. How do you want your business to be known to the people? So that when they hear your travel agency, ano yung unang-unang pumapasok sa kanila? That's branding. It involves your identity, the familiarity. If we see the green, orange, red, diba? That color combination, right away, we think of what? 7-Eleven. How about if we see the soda, which is color red? Immediately, what brand comes to mind? What brand comes to mind? Diba? It's what?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Okay, so this is the kind of brand that you wanted to build. It will take a long time to create a brand, but it starts with your concept. You have to make sure that yung concept mo pa lang, yung branding mo, yung tina-target mo. Okay? What kind of brand would you like to establish? What kind of identity would you like to be known for? Okay? So these are the concepts that you have to start with. Okay? Next one. Okay na tayo sa C? Malayo pa tayo. Letter C. Concept pa lang yan. Okay? So, are you still good, guys? Okay. So these are the brands that I have created. I can say that they're already brands, of course, except for Everything Baguio, it's still starting. Pero medyo nakikilala na rin siya because it's now being featured in magazines, in newspapers, and there's a documentary wherein I was interviewed and how I became resilient in this time of pandemic. Si Everything Baguio yung naging alternative business because there's no business in travel agency now or travel and tours business now. A brand includes logo, your slogan, your symbol, your trademark, your identity. So when you see our logo, kahit wala yung pangalan niya, I want you to remember the Agad yung Travel and Tours. 'Di ba? Yung logo alone, when you come up with the logo, when you're concepting your business, the logo should speak for the brand that you wanted to portray to your guests. So I'd like to explain to you the meaning of our logo. Malalim yan, Day. Napakalalim ng meaning ng logo na yan. May ibig sabihin lahat yan. Okay, can you see the A? Can you see the A in the middle of the logo? Yes. Okay. Kung papansinin nyo, yung A syempre represents agad yung the name itself, the business name. And if you notice, there is an Ifugao hut in the middle. Can you see it? Because I wanted to go back to my roots and represent the Cordilleras, including that of the, parang meron siyang axis. Can you see the axis with the like terraces? That represents the Banawe rice terraces. Because I want people to remember that we started as a local tour operator, offering Cordillera tours like Banawe, Sagada, and other regions or adventures here in the Cordilleras. That's how we started. Okay. And if you notice, the axis actually covers the A and going outwards to the globe because our business caters not only to locals but also internationally, also inbound and also outbound. So this is a very meaningful logo. What's yours? You have to come up with a concept of a logo that has meaning. As much as I wanted to discuss the famous brands that are very meaningful, we don't have time anymore. So, sa next webinar ko, we will be focusing on branding. Okay. Next is Aphrodite Spa. That is also my baby business. I founded that 3 years ago. Aphrodite Spa. If you look at the logo, even if you don't read the name, what do you feel? It's like more of relaxation, beauty, something like that. Because that's what my business offers. Aphrodite Face and Nail Spa. Okay. And the Everything Baguio, thank you very much to Sir Anton. He was the one who did that. That's a brand that I would also like to create. Okay. Oh, here's my question. This word describes the desired future position of the company. What is this? I have discussed it a while ago. It starts with letter V. Go, type your answers. Okay, very good. Thank you, Verna, Flora, Alex. I'm so happy you are participating. So that's the third quiz for today. I have 5 quizzes or 5 activities. Next, let's proceed with letter L. Client, remember, C, tapos na tayo sa C. Now, let's proceed to letter L. Legalize. You have to register your business. It's very important because when you are getting deals with the government, you have to have an OR. Your business will not grow if you don't register it. Kasi maraming home-based businesses ngayon or yung mga online travel agencies na hindi registered. So, your scope will be very limited if you don't register it because you won't be able to cater to government, corporate, because they will be needing documentation, permits, and receipts. Okay, so let's start. What are the documents that you need in order to set up a business? Number 1 is DTI and SEC. Depending on the kind of business that you have chosen, are you a sole proprietor? Then you apply with DTI. Are you a corporation? Then you apply with SEC. If you are cooperative, you apply with CDA. Okay, so it depends on the kind of business that you are setting up. So you need to also go through LGU, which will be securing the business permit or the mayor's permit. The next one is BIR. Ay, kailangan yan. Next is COR, Certificate of Registration, which will be taken from BIR as well. And if you have employees, you need to process your SSS, PhilHealth, and so on. Okay, I think there's a question. Is there? Nahuli lang yung vision niya. Okay, next. These are the business permits that you need to go through, ha? Next, let's proceed with I. CLI, investment. So your capitalization. Okay, so these are the things that you need to consider when it comes to capitalization. Is your business a micro-small business, a small, a medium, or a large business? Okay, next one is the type of business. Sabi ko na kanina sa inyo. If you're a sole proprietor, syempre yung capitalization mo will be more of the budget in setting up your travel agency. For partnership, corporation, there is a minimum paid up capital. And good news, kahit 5,000 pesos lang yung pera mo, pwede ka nang magkaroon ng negosyo or corporation because of one-person corporation, which I will be discussing with you later on. Okay? So, these are the types of businesses that you need to consider and you need to prepare with. You need to prepare if you wanted to have an idea of the investment or capitalization. Next is you have to prepare the expenditures or the expenses like the rent, furnitures, decors, office supplies, and of course the labor, document system, and bonds. I wanted to give you an idea how much is the capitalization of a small travel agency. That's why I made this one. Let's say that the travel agency that you are setting up is a micro-small travel agency with 3 employees and you are a sole proprietor and your office is 16 square meter office. So these are the features of your travel agency. If these are the features, how much is your capital? So let me give you the basic startup capital using these costs and expenditures para alam ninyo kung magkano nga ba ang capitalization. Okay. So let's start with, basic lang to ha. It's not very detailed. Basic lang para you have an idea how much is the capitalization in setting up a travel agency. Okay, renovation and fixtures, around 200,000. The new travel agency, the new location of our travel agency spent about 200,000 with the renovation and the fixtures. Equipment and tool, equipments like the printers, the system that you will be using, around 50,000. What else? Equipment also includes the computer, like fax, scanner, telephone. All right. Next is personally, you have to budget around 6 months worth of wage for your staff. Let's say you have 3 staff, around 120,000 to make sure na meron kang, ibabayad sa kanila. Rent for 6 months as well, around 90,000. Sabihin na natin, yung renta mo is around, 10 to 15,000 pesos per month. Okay, and then supplies, 15,000, funds, bonds, and accounts. Bonds kasi, if you're putting up a travel agency, some airlines or accreditation needs to have a bond. Kumbaga, yun yung account mo para ito yung ginagamit mo when you are issuing tickets and you are booking clients with airlines. Okay, so that's a total of 545,000 pesos. O, may pera na ba kayong ganyan? Pwede na ba? Kaya? Kaya ba? Thumbs up nga? Hindi pa. Okay. Sige, mag-online na lang muna kayo. Malaking gastos kasi actually dito talaga is the physical office. But you can actually have an online travel agency now. That's the good news. And I will be sharing it with you later on. So, pwede na ang online travel agency ngayon. Legitimate na po sila. Okay, so let's continue with the letter E. Equipment. Ano nga ba yung mga equipment or tools that you need to prepare for your startup? First is the desk, reception work, and the furniture. Siyempre, importante to. You will not be accredited by DOT if you don't have a reception desk or work desk and some furnitures as well. Okay, next one is a clock. Kailangan din kasi nito, you have to have clocks of the different continents of the world. So you have to have a physical clock in your office. Yan. 1 clock per continent. You also have to have a system. GDS stands for Global Distribution System, which include Sabre, Amadeus, Apollo, and Galileo. So this is the system or the booking or the reservation system that travel agencies use. In our travel agency, we use Sabre. Okay. Which used to be Abacus. Abacus ang dating pangalan yan. Ngayon, Sabre na. Next is a CCTV camera. This may not be an immediate need, but it's important. Next is the computers. Desktop preferably, and of course, maps and globe in your office. It's important to have this because when you are dealing with clients, sometimes they have a lot of questions. They'll ask you, where is India? Is India near Japan? Yung mga ganun. So, napapakita mo ngayon with the use of map. Okay? So, that's equipment or the tools. Let's proceed with what letter are we in now? Letter client, E-N. Okay, so let's proceed with letter N. Okay, the niche or the target market. What is your target market? Who do you want to offer your services to? It's important to have this one beforehand because your planning will be relied on your niche or your target marketing. Even your marketing strategies will be relying on the niche or the target market. So you have to choose which one or who among these would you like to offer your business to. Make sure that you start with the warm market. Warm market meaning you have a connection with these people because it will give you a good jump start with your business if you start with the warm market. So you have to choose which among these target markets would you like to focus your efforts into or your marketing strategies into. First is a corporate account. Would you like to target the schools, the private companies? Big account tong mga to kaya maganda rin to. Kahit matagal yung proseso, pero isang account mo pa lang na na-close na deal, malaki na yung kita natin dito. For me, I have several accounts with schools. This is one of my target market before because I am offering educational field trips for teachers, for students as well. And I also have catered to different corporate accounts. Next is the FIT or the Free Independent Traveler. The Free Independent Travelers are actually the travelers who wanted to travel at their own pace and they want their tour to be customized based on their preferences. Ito yung tinatawag namin ng mga private groups. Normally, ito yung mga families. This is an FIT or the Free Independent Travelers. They wanted to have their own itinerary. Okay. Next is the GIT or the Group Inclusive Tour. This may include what we call the joiner group. This is a large group wherein there are different subgroups as well. So, hindi magkakakilala yung mga yan. The itinerary is fixed already and there is a pre-arranged travel plan. So, that's what we call the GIT or the Group Group Inclusive Tour. Next is an OFW market. There are travel agencies I know who focus in OFW or they focus in targeting OFWs and they actually do well. So this can be a part of your niche. Next is a government. In government, maganda siya. It's a good business. It can be very lucrative and it can be a continuing business. However, it may be a little difficult because number one, you have to go through a bidding process. And then number two is that yung payment nila medyo matagal. Normally like 1 month yan. Okay? So this is your niche. My question to you, ladies and gentlemen who are watching this, Who is your target market? Who would you like to start with? Remember to start with your warm market. So dito sa mga nabanggit kong ito, marami ka bang kakilala na pamilya? Kung marami kang kakilala na mga family friends, then you may want to start with FIT or the Free Independent Travelers. But if you know a lot of people who owns companies, you have connections with different corporate companies, schools, and big corporations or enterprises, you may want to focus on corporate accounts. So it really depends on your warm market. That's my suggestion. Start with your warm market. All right, so that's N. Let's proceed with T, type of business. What type of business are you going to set up? Okay, number one is it sole proprietorship? Meaning mag-isa mo lang. Okay? Next is one-person corporation. This is the new type of business under corporation. Actually, meron na po tayong ganito. Dahil akala natin dati, di ba, 5 para you can set up a corporation. But there's what we call a one-person corporation. You have to register it with SEC. Mag-isa mo lang, you can come up with your own business already. Or you can come up or set up your own corporation already. Okay, next is the 5-person corporation. This is the traditional corporation, which is requiring minimum of 5 incorporators. Next is partnership, and of course, a cooperative, which involves 15 members in order to set up a cooperative. So which one would you like to start with? A lot of us, sole proprietorship. If the one-person corporation had existed before, then I could have chosen this one. But this is a new type of business kasi. So my business, Jhen Travel and Tours, is a sole proprietor business. Okay, let's proceed with services, clients. Letter S na po tayo. So what are the services of a travel agency? Number one is ticketing. So you can issue tickets, you can be a wholesaler if you have a GDS system. Okay, next is booking. Booking with accommodation, cars, car rentals, tour bookings, pati shows, tickets. Okay, pwede rin yan. Passport or visa services, you can offer that as your service. Travel insurance, may kasi paminsan meron kaming mga 20% commission from the travel insurance. Malaki din yun kahit paano. Tour packages, ito na tayo. There are different types of tours or tour packages that you can offer to your clients. Number one is a local tour. Local tour is focused more of the community area or the city. Like local tour in Mount Pulag, that is a local tour. Baguio City tour is a local tour as well. You can also offer a domestic tour, which involve different tour packages within your country, like Palawan, Boracay, Vigan, ayan. Outbound tour, meaning outside the country. So you can offer tour packages outside the Philippines or outside the country of origin. So let's say you can offer a Thailand tour package to your Filipino customers, okay? And the inbound tours naman, or the inbound tour packages refer to tours which are offered to foreign guests who are coming in your country. Okay, so let's say, for example, a US citizen or an American coming to Baguio City or to Boracay, which you have arranged or offered to them. So that's an inbound tour package. Clear? So that's our services. So that is the clients. Okay? Clear po tayo. So CLINTS. So clients. Let's proceed with the second element, which is the plan. Okay, plan. Plan stands for P, personnel, L, location, A, accreditation, N is network. So let's discuss this one. Okay, let's start with letter P. Are you still there? Please do thumbs up. Okay pa kayo? Hindi pa kayo naantok? Okay. All right. Okay, hep hep, hooray! Sige nga, nag-hooray din si ano. Okay, so let's do personnel. Let's discuss the personnel. Okay, when you're starting a business, it's also important to know how many employees are you going to hire, depending on the services that you are offering and depending the size of business that you'd like to start with. Of course, in my travel agency, I was a one-man team. I was a micro-small business. Mag-isa lang ako. I started with that. And I started home-based. Maliit lang talaga until it has grown into its current size right now. So, let's discuss micro-small. Actually, ang micro-small business has 1 to 9 employees. Considered ka na micro small if you have 1 to 9 employees. So your staff may include the owner himself, the ticketing officer, and the reservations officers. So the small businesses have 10 to 99. The category of small include 10 employees up to 99 employees, small business ka pa rin. So this may include your personnel such as the owner, the manager, ticketing officers, liaison officers, the outbound officers, and the inbound officers as well. Medium size for 100 to 199 employees. And of course, you are a big business. Sorry, hindi na edit yun. Big business or a large corporation if you have 200 employees and above, and you normally have global branches. Okay, so depending on your size of business, you can plan your employees that you will be hiring. Kasi importante to for your capitalization. Okay, so that's P for employees. Let's proceed with letter L. Let me share with you pala my ideal organizational chart. Ideal to, hindi to totoo. Okay, so this is a sample of a medium corporation or a medium travel agency. Okay, let's say you have the manager, and then under the general manager are the accountants, the outbound manager, inbound manager, local tour managers. So under the outbound managers, marami tayong mga personals or employees then that we will be hiring. We have ticketing officer like si Vice Ganda, Michael V. So these are celebrity names. These are not real. I mean, they're not part of our travel agency. How I wish tour guide ko talaga sino ba to? Si Coco Martin. At saka tour coordinator ko daw si Mocha Uson. Tour guide ko si Kuya Kim. Okay, so this is a sample of a medium enterprise or medium travel agency enterprise. Okay, an organizational chart. Para may idea kayo how it looks like. Okay, so let's proceed with L. Location, the place or the positioning. So where would you like to locate your business? Where would you like to place your business? Is it home-based? You can already do this one and it's legal. Pwede siyang home-based or pwedeng commercial, agad-agad. When you say commercial, your business should be located in a commercial district area or a commercial building. Or it can be sa malls, airport or hotels. May mga travel agencies na rin in airports and hotels. Whatever your choice is, you have to consider the following. Dito sa baba, yung mga naka-blue. You have to consider the following so that your business will work. Do you have a good foot traffic? Okay. Is your office size big enough for you to be accredited by DOT? Do you have a parking space? Is it accessible to your target market? And is it appropriate? When you say appropriate, so make sure that your branding is protected. So if you put your business in a red light district, it might not have a good impact on your clients. So it might destroy your brand or your identity, right? Right? The next one is PLA accreditation. Let's proceed with the accreditation. Accreditation is a certificate. Can you read with me, ladies and gentlemen? Can you read with me, please? Aloud. Okay. So it is a certificate issued by the Department of Tourism, recognizing the holder as having complied with minimum standards in the operation of an establishment concerned frontline service which shall ensure the safety, comfort, and convenience of the tourist. So who gives the accreditation? It's what? I need your answers. Department of Tourism. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. So accreditation is being issued by the Department of Tourism. So let me discuss with you the different categories in DOT accreditation. You may choose one. Parang classification ito eh. Diba? What kind of travel agency are you? Or what kind of travel management company is your business? Number one is a tour operator. Are you a tour operator? Because a tour operator normally focuses in operating tours. They design tour packages which they will be offering to travel agencies. Yan is a tour operator. My travel agency is a tour operator. We started as a tour operator because we design and operate tours here in Baguio and the Cordilleras. So we are a tour operator. So next is a travel agency. Are you a travel agency? Normally, travel agencies focus on ticketing, bookings, and they sell the tour packages of a tour operator. Okay? So, number 3, by the way, we are also a travel agency because we sell tickets. Kaya nga one-stop shop kami, di ba? Because we are both a tour operator and a travel agency. So, if you are both, then you are number 3, travel and tour agency. Are you learning so far? So, if you're a tour operator and a travel agency at the same time, you are a travel and tour agency. So, it means that you're a primary tourism enterprise regularly engaged in both tour operations and travel agency services. And number 4 is the online travel and tour agencies. So, they recently, the Department of Tourism are now accrediting online travel and tour agency. Okay. Next one, what are the requirements in DOT accreditation? These are the minimum requirements. Number 1 is working capital of 500,000 pesos. You have to have a proof that you have a working capital of 500,000 pesos. By the way, before I proceed, accreditation is not really an initial requirement or primary requirement in setting up a travel agency. As long as you have DTI or SEC, BIR, and the other government permits, okay ka nang mag-operate. But the DOT accreditation can follow, okay? It can follow. It is not a primary requirement in setting up a travel agency. But it is important to have an accreditation for so many benefits and so many reasons. So it's important to have an accreditation with the Department of Tourism. So let's continue. Working capital should be at least 500,000 pesos. You should have a proof that you have 500,000 pesos in your bank account or 500,000 peso worth of asset. Next is managerial experience. At least 3 years of managerial experience of your manager or your owner, or he or she should have undergone a certification of travel agency management course. GDS system, you have to have either Sabre, Amadeus. Should be using a global distribution system or a reservation system. Next is your office should have a good temperature. Meaning, in Baguio City kasi, walang problema sa atin because, you know, it's a cold city. But in Manila and other warm provinces, it is required that they have an air conditioning or electric fan. Next is commercial area. It should be placed in a commercial area if you are a travel and tours agency, a tour operator, or a travel agency. So, ulitin ko yung tatlong category: tour operator, travel agency, and travel and tours agency. Your office should be placed in a commercial area or commercial building. Okay? Pag online naman, pwedeng home-based. Next is equipment and tools. It should be fully furnished. And you have to have this desktop computers, reception area. Office floor should be at least 12 square meters. Dati kasi 18 square meters yan, but now 12 square meters is the newest requirement. And next is minimum of 3 staff or 3 personnel. You have the general manager, reservations officer, or ticketing officer, and you can have the product development officer or the tour officer. All right? So these are the DOT accreditation requirements. Next is the next question. Again, pop quiz number 5. This is the last question for you. I already gave the answer a while ago. Based on the DOT accreditation category, what category does Agating Travel and Tours fall under? What's your answer? Okay, you jot it down or you write it down in the comment box. What is the answer? What type of category? Ayan, let me see. All right, very good. You're listening. I'm so happy. So shout out ko lang si Maria Victoria, William, Bea, Gabrielle, Tarine, Earl. Tama yung mga sagot nila. Very good. Okay, I'm so happy you're listening. All right, so let's proceed. Okay, next is, this is the last one Yay! Okay, network. Network, importante ba to, ladies and gentlemen? Network meaning the internet connection, the Wi-Fi. Yes. So, network is very important in running a travel agency. Diba? You wouldn't exist or you wouldn't grow your business without this one. Gone are the days wherein clients would walk into your enterprise or to your company to make inquiries. Ngayon, usapan na tayo websites, social media, and emails. So that's very important. So why is it important? Number one, it helps you design and edit advertisements. Okay, so through the internet connection, you can make reservations and bookings through internet connections. You cannot issue tickets if you don't have internet connection. Coordination is going to be difficult if you don't have internet connection, and communication will be terrible if you don't have an internet connection. So this is an important element. This is the last element of starting a business. So if you ask me, ma'am, kailangan bang may PLDT kami, mag-set up ng PLDT when we start up our business? PLDT or Globe or whatever platform that you may choose? Yes, definitely. You have to have an internet connection. Clear? Clear tayo doon? Okay. So meron pa pala akong pahabol na quiz. So let's see. What are the 2 key elements in setting up a travel and tours agency? Parang summary na to. Okay? Yay! Clients and plan. Okay. Clients and plan po. Thank you, Rak. Thank you, Grapani, Princess, Jubel. All right. So that wraps up our webinar. Diba? Mabilis lang. So these are the important elements that we did in setting up a travel and tours business. We have, I have given you 2 approaches. Number 1 is the formal approach, which include the meaning of business plan and of course targeting your clients, and of course the practical approach, wherein we have given the acronym or we have given meaning on each letter. In school and in the classroom, more or less you will be learning theories. So as a practitioner, it's important that I share with you my practical experiences. All right. So let me have a review. Okay, so let's do it together. Clients stand for, pwede bang i-unmute silang lahat? Okay lang ba? All right. Client stands for letter C.
Concept.
L.
Legalize.
I.
Investment.
E.
Equipment.
N.
Niche.
Niche. Okay. Iba yung niche, ha? Iba yung niche. Okay. Next. T is
Type of business.
S.
Services.
Good. And let's proceed with the plan. P stands for
Personal.
L.
Location.
A.
Accreditation.
And N is
Network.
palakpakan niyo naman yung sarili niyo. Hey. Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. So these are the important elements in starting a travel agency. So if you have all of this, you are ready to come up with your own travel agency, or you are ready to conceptualize your own travel agency. I believe a lot of you are under the entrepreneurship subject of your teachers. So this is a very, very good topic for you to start with. Okay? So we will be having several webinars as well. May I share with you the webinars that we are organizing? Kasi syempre, there's no business for travel agencies right now. So we are into webinars and education. So my staff, I really would like to hire my staff back kasi displaced na sila ngayon because of the pandemic. So we will be offering webinars. You are actually pre-launching webinar namin. So thank you very much to Sir Anton for thinking of me and having me as part of the program of Rotary. So kayo po yung unang-una. This one is of course totally free. But the other webinars that we will be organizing, we will be collecting a registration of 50 pesos only in order for me to pay my staff because I really wanted to help them out. At the same time, it will be used to give a little honorarium to our speakers, okay? But my ultimate goal really is to educate our young students, okay? So these are some of the samples of our topics that we will be discussing: techniques in tour guiding, sustainable tourism, professional development, growing your online business, building your business brand, digital marketing. The topics that we will be discussing are both for students and for practitioners alike. So anyone can actually join these webinars. So it's only 50 pesos lang talaga siya. Magaan lang sa bulsa. So the webinar will be by the travel agency. And then our speakers are successful practitioners like owners of businesses. And of course, tourism officers as well. You will be given an e-certificate, personalized. And then there are workshops and practical applications as well during the webinars. It will be about 2 hours each topic. And then there are giveaways and raffles to the participants as well. So, para maging engaging yung ating webinar. Okay. So, next one. So, how are you going to join this webinar? Number 1 is visit my YouTube channel tonight. I will be uploading this video tonight. So, yung mga nag-participate, may mga mukha kayo doon. Okay, so I will be uploading this video tonight. And then you can write down your name, email address, and the name of your school on the comment box during the video. Tapos, after that, you can win a prize if you answer the 5 questions, if you have answered the 5 questions that I asked during the webinar. Okay, so I will be giving away free books and, of course, webinar registrations to about 5 participants. Okay, so para mas maging engaging siya. Right, so may I repeat? You can register the webinars if, number 1, you go to our YouTube channel later. Tonight, I'll be uploading this video around 5 to 6 p.m. And then you comment your name and email address so that we can email to you the different topics that we will be discussing or that we will be covering during the webinars. And then on the comment section, you write down your name, email address, and if you have suggested topics as well. Okay? And include na rin the 5 answers to the questions that I have asked during the webinar. Those who will be answering the questions will be given a chance to win a raffle. I will be giving books on tourism, travel agency management books, which is authored by my friend, and the local guiding services book. I still have mga 3 stock pa dito sa bahay. So ipapamigay ko na yan sa inyo. So we'll just have a little game when you visit my channel. And of course, eligible ka if you have subscribed because I have a list of the subscribers. Okay? If you subscribe kasi, you will be updated with the free webinars that we will be conducting as well. All right? So any questions? Let's proceed with the question. Oh, yan. Any questions?
We have a question on the chat.
Yes po.
It says, from Erica de la Cruz.
Hi,
How
Erica.
do you handle refunds following up by the clients who were affected by COVID-19 flight cancellations?
Okay, so we have 2 approaches. First one is we try to talk to the client instead of refunding the payment. They use it as a travel fund, meaning when they store it as a travel fund, they can use it in the future. Let's say, for example, the airlines, diba? Puro cancellation sila ngayon, diba? You can have we can manage the booking by putting it in travel fund, which you can use in the future, in your future travels, okay? For our tours naman, the clients that have paid with us before, that's the same thing that we suggest to them. If they can use their funds or their deposits or their payments as a travel fund for future travel plans. So if they wanted to go in other destinations or if they still wanted to proceed with their tour, but in later dates, then they can use the same amount for their future travel plans. So that's the first one. However, there are clients who may be in need, right? So they would rather cancel na lang the bookings and refund the money. For that airline ticketing, it will take a long time. At this time, we have clients who have requested for refund and then it's been a month, hindi pa nare-refund ng airline. So it's quite difficult talaga. And it's very understandable naman. There are also clients who preferred for refunds for their tours. We have Mount Pulag tours. Kung napansin niyo yung Mount Pulag namin and local tours namin, meron na kaming mga nakaschedule supposedly during the peak season. So marami nang nagbayad. However, pandemic came and then everything was canceled. So some of our clients opted for a refund. So what we did was we deposited the money, online bank transfer, or we deposit it at the bank, or gumamit din kami ng GCash and remittance centers as well. So these are the mediums that we used in order to address the refunds from our clients. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I would love to know what you have learned during the webinar para alam ko kung meron bang natuto sa inyo. Okay? Just comment it down below or at the chat box. Andyan na. Ayan.
Try to be
unique. Oh, thank you. That's nice. Right. So you can send out, diba? What else? Thank you, ano to? Pangalan niya, Julienne. Meaning of clients. Structure of, all right, William, that's right. Press, Vanessa. Focus plan. One-person corporation. Yeah, that's right. Grapani, being responsible sole proprietor. Marie, importance of branding. Planning. Create your own brand, Bea. Be unique. All right. I'm happy and grateful that you learned something from this. I thank you very much to the students who have participated, and most especially to Sir Anton. Thank you very much for moderating this event, and to Vanessa as well. Salamat po.
Thank you very much to our beautiful drop-dead gorgeous speaker. Siyempre, di ba? Suabe, di ba? And in behalf of the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Capital and the Rotaract Club of Baguio Summer Capital and the entrepreneurship classes, codes 1286, 1287, and 1289 of SLU. This short term, we'd like to present to our speaker a digital certificate. I'd like to read the certificate.
Wow, meron pang ano.
Yeah, the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Capital. Certificate of Appreciation is presented to Jennifer Baltazar, General Manager of Agitching Travel and Tours, for being a resource speaker in the webinar entitled Getting Started with Your Own Travel Agency. Presented this 11th day of July 2020, Baguio City, Philippines. Signed by the President of Rotaract, Baguio Summer Capital SLU SAMSIS, Vanessa Valdez, myself as faculty advisor and also past president of the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Capital, and in behalf of the president of the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Capital, Carlita Villanueva. Thank you very much, Ma'am Jhen, for your time, and we thank you for sharing with our students, and I hope they learned from you today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Oh, mag-unmute na kayo. Mag-unmute. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yourself. Come here.
Bye.
Bye po.
Thank you din po.
Angelo. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you, Princess. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Louis.
Thank you po.
Gaya Stephanie.
Sino pa yung mga participants? Jubel, thank you. Who else? Hazel, Julian. Ano to? Jerry's. Maria Victoria. Ayan, Alex. Mareta. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.